Well, good morning. It's another summer day, and we may get some rain today, which will be a relief. And we were able to go to Stephen's Bible class study last night at a park in Mount Pleasant, and it was excellent. It was good to see each other and good to be with one another. And I know we're looking forward to the day where we can do that all the time. I do hope that you continue to look in on those who are. Who maybe this corona thing is either going to strengthen your faith or it's going to weaken it. And I'm considerably worried about a significant portion of believers who just don't have that weekly encouragement that fellowship brings, who may not be studying on their own like they ought to, who may feel like they've been forgotten and neglected. And I hope that you are continuing to call and to visit and to check in on each other. Think about the folks that you typically worship with, maybe the people you sit near, and if you've seen them recently. And I don't necessarily mean at worship, I just mean in general, if you've seen them. And maybe give them a call. Be praying for each other. Today's proverb kind of is talking about that a little bit too. It's from Proverbs 24 and it's verse 10. And it says, "If you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small." Now, that's pretty good advice in general, that we're going to have days of adversity, and if you faint or wither in those days, then you don't have much strength. But it's more than that, because when you look at the verses right after it, and this is pretty unusual for Proverbs, there's a series of Proverbs at the very beginning of the book, and then there's some in chapters 23 and 24 that are like this, that are multiple verse Proverbs. And so verse 10, the one that I just read, really doesn't need to be read just by itself. The verse right after it says, "Rescue those who are being taken away to death. Hold back those who are stumbling towards the slaughter." And you may think it's talking about some kind of physical death. No, it's talking about spiritual problems. Because the next verse says, "If you say this, behold, we did not know this. Does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who keeps watch over your soul know it? And will he not repay man according to his work?" What's that mean? Judgment is coming for people who've turned their back on God, who are stumbling towards the slaughter, who are being taken away to death. So don't shrink from that. If you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. So one of the great benefits of church, and maybe the reason God created church, was the collective nature of soul responsibility. We are to be in charge of our own salvation with fear and trembling, to look to it. But we also have a collective responsibility. It's why Cain's question stands out. Am I my brother's keeper? The answer from the Bible is clearly yes. And we are in a day of adversity, so don't shrink from the test. Rescue those who are being taken away from death. Hold back those who are stumbling towards the slaughter. Because God knows that they'll need it. And that's why we are part of a body of collective believers and not just a bunch of individual Christians without any collective responsibility. I hope that helps you, and I hope that you use that to help somebody else. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a great day and continue to pray for this thing to end soon. All right. Talk to you and see you later. Bye.